And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline, courtside, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here are the five for the Raptors. We've got Fred VanVleet. Norman Powell is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Lowry, and it's Baines in at the center position. And for Miami, Adebayo is out there with Achua. Then it's Junior. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in at the point. Outside Butler. Passes to Hero. Now here's Junior. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against Charlotte. Siakam outside. Baines trying to get open, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by Butler. Powell kicks to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. VanVleet wide open, and the three ball is good.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
Well, it's hard to accurately describe how much Kyle Lowry means to this offense. Functions as the primary ball handler and playmaker. Deadly shooter from outside who gets it done on a high volume.
Here's Hero. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. And Junior throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And with all the skills that Lowry possesses, GA, his decision-making might be the most valuable.
You know, he doesn't overthink it on the floor. And it's not just decision-making offensively. He does a great job of quarterbacking their defense as well. Coach Nurse and the rest of the Raptors have complete trust in Kyle.
Here's Hero after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Stolen by VanVleet. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Outside Lowry. VanVleet outside. 5 on the clock. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Butler. Second chance effort, and the layup is good.
One thing we know about Jimmy Butler, he's going to stay in a play. Nice job on the offensive glass.
Lowry passes to VanVleet. Here's Powell. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lowry. A 23-point game for him in the win against New York.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
The Heat have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Adebayo. Pass to Hero. A 3. And Baines pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. For 3, Van Vliet. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. On up the court. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Toronto trailing. Van Vliet outside. And the foul called on Junior. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, just a little.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Toronto. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
They've got Achua. Dragic is out there with Junior. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nwaba in at the 3 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Hornets, was phenomenal. He had 60 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Pass to Baines. Davis against Dragic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Goran Dragic. Hey, Greg, you've played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. That one falls, so it hits both of them.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
The pass to Nwaba. He feeds it to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Toronto with the ball, following the score by Miami. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on Avery Bradley's injury. David, any news?
Hey, guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Heat. He told me they diagnosed it as a sprain in his foot. Fortunately, it's not a fracture, but still nothing to take lightly. He won't be returning to the game, guys, and he may be off the court for a short period of time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's Bembry following the basket by Bam Adebayo.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And a wide open look for Junior. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Bembry. 5 points in the game. And it's denied. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Mwaba. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And the first one at the line is good. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for David Mwaba. He hits both from the stripe. And the Raptors call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Dragic. High post, Davis. They need this. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Adebayo. Finish off the break. Adebayo's got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors. Pass to Bembry. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the foul called on Junior. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Heroes checked in for Goran Dragic. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Now, here's Baines. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy. Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
And the Raptors call time here. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Hero. And the Raptors making a change here. Siakam's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Oh, that's blocked.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Shot's good by Hero.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Raptors trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Now, here is Robinson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Good ball movement here by Miami. Floats it up for Junior. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Baines. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Powell, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Miami leading by 15 to the paint. The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. Right now, we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or...
And the Heat with some changes. Iguodala comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Junior subbed in for Hero. Pass to Junior. Junior throws it down.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Down low, here's Kiba, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Heat have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. Free throw good, Junior. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Both good from the line that time. 1:05 left in the first half. Siakam with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
I think, guys, maybe what you appreciate most about Pascal Siakam is his versatility. He can score from a number of areas. He can guard multiple positions. There is a lot to like about this young man.
Lowry against none. To the inside. And Junior throws it down.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Raptors trail by 19. Pass to Siakam. Back to Carter. And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet outside. It's blocked. And here we go. It's Butler.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Carter. Good work there as it goes. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of the game. With 1 on the clock, the shot comes out, and so it's Miami taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Raptors 5 right now. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Powell in at the 3.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And there's the pass to Powell. Over Butler. They get the rebound. Baines, the third shot of the possession, finally falls for him. Baines has got 7 points in the game. Miami leading by 19 points. Here's Kiba, and Junior throws it down.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Siakam up top. He's guarded by Adebayo. To the middle, and here again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. Hero passes to Junior. Clock at 6. And Junior throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here is Lowry. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. It's good. And 11 points for Fred Van Vliet.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
It's tipped. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
What I love is this guy gives you all-out effort every minute he's on the floor. Pascal Siakam getting second chance opportunity there.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo against Baines. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. They'll have a jump ball. And So here is Miami. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Butler. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Van Vliet looking around. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Butler. Here's Baines. Kicks it to Davis. Van Vliet outside. No good on the triple. The Heat leading by 21. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Butler laying it in. Butler's got his third basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And stolen by Butler. And again, Miami running the court in transition. And Junior throws it down.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
Right side, Davis. And so Adebayo will bring it. Hammering it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And for the Raptors, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Offensive rebound. Shots good by Achua.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
And the Raptors call time here. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Davis, the pass to Anunoby. Davis inside. He's guarded by Dragic. The Heat shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. And Junior throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely. Plays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 13.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Now Dragic. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Van Vliet outside. Anunoby, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Back to Dragic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Siakam. The Heat have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. First one falls for him.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Achua. And the Raptors also making a change. Carter, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Olynyk with the steal. Oh, and here comes Dragic all alone. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Passes it to Junior. Davis against Iguodala. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And the first one drops. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Miami. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
But Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
Here's Kiba. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Carter, the pass to Siakam. Count that one. Siakam's got 19 points. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Pass to Olynyk. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Davis. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Pass to Bembry. Moving it up. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala, so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there. Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Carter kicks to Bembry. The pass to Davis. And here's Carter. Passes it to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Siakam against Olynyk. Siakam's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
They grab their own miss. Inside, here's Iguodala. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Boy, Andre Iguodala is such a physical player. His frame allows him to take contact and get a shot at the goal.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The Heat making a switch here. Waba's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Lowry's checked in. And Iguodala drops them both.
Well, the veteran leadership, the unselfish attitude, and the versatility of Andre Iguodala, to me, this guy is excellent at whatever is asked of him.
To the right side. Right side, Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Toronto needs to get off a shot to end the run. A shot by Lowry, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, here's Junior. D right on him, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Don't make any mistake. Andre Iguodala's been around a while, but the hops are still part of the game.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Carter kicks to Siakam, and that one drops. 21 points for Siakam.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
They double him with Siakam. Kiba. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Free throw good, Junior. Butler, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Lowry. Launches it. The shot missing. And so it's Miami sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Junior's out there with Hero. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Toronto now. Raptors shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Outside Flynn. To the middle. Here's Baines. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and one, a triangle and two, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. McCaw, the pass to Flynn. And the 3 off target. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Outside Flynn. Pass to Baines. He kicks to Watson. Now the pass to Flynn. 6 to shoot. From about 19 feet, Miami grabs the miss. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Olynyk finds Butler. Passes it to Junior. Pulls up. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Toronto now to the inside. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. A lot of talk about receding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the two best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the two best teams play for it all.
Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
They could use a big shot. Out here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. McCaw kicks to Thomas. Misses off the left iron. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And the Raptors shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Outside Thomas. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Kiba. Again, what an avalanche.
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
The GA with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we haven't seen this many 40-point games in a long time. He is close to matching his airness, Michael Jordan, who scored 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87.
Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worried about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Flynn the pass to Thomas. And the rejection by Iguodala. Here's Baines, and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. The first one falls.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Heat have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Kiba, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is off. Siakam is checked in for Aaron Baines. And he sinks the second.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Raptors shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Flynn against Dragic. Thomas up top. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Down low, here's McCaw, and it's in there.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Junior with it. Siakam's there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam.
2.
And he can't get the first one. He doesn't get the second one. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Drops in the tray.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Here's Augustine. And the shot goes in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
Watson for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Achua's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here is Flynn. That's tipped. Takes it out to Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Siakam's got 24 points.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Junior the pass to Augustine. Now here's Junior. To the paint. Here's Achua. And he uses the glass on the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's Siakam. He's tightly guarded. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Miami Heat. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. That was something else. And Murphy.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Got a piece of it. Augustine with the steal. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And that one good.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Thomas dishes to Watson. And stolen by Junior. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Junior. Good, he hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Siakam outside. Shoots over Achua. And again, Toronto no luck. And here are the Heat now. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Miami.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Over to the wing. Pass to Siakam. Over Junior. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Floats it up for Iguodala. Hammers the alley-oop through.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Talking about money and problems, I don't wanna hear that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind. Think about this all the time, just straight from the spine. Money and problems, I don't wanna hear that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind.